They were my best friends growing up.
From Black Can.
I didn't want to leave the hotel. I was scared too.
Meanwhile, you think it smelled like straight horse booty, bro. That's
Welcome to Tabletop Topics. I'm your host, Jeff.
And Jeff?
Jeff,
Yes, young sir.
what company stories you got for me today?
Well, so apparently this is a juicy one.
Is it really?
Nah, it's
Hey, I'm just asking. You don't want to
I mean, it could
You don't
be,
wanna-
you know,
gas it up and
yeah, you don't want to,
it falls flat.
yeah, you don't want to make it exciting, but there's been a series of robberies in love of liquor stores throughout the company that I work for, from Naples all the way to North Fort Myers.
Pretty sure everyone knows what company you work
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do. Publix,
for. Oh, man. Go
where working is a pleasure.
I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. Go ahead. Finish the story, bro.
No, so okay, so apparently, there's been a series of robberies with two African American women and one African American male. Drives a Cadillac, and they go throughout all the liquor stores in Publix, and they basically one is a getaway driver, one is a distractor, and the other one collects the alcohol.
Okay.
They don't have weapons, of course, because they know that Publix liquor stores aren't a threat. I mean, come on, think about it. If it's a regular business-owned liquor store, they're gonna have guns, knives, or whatever. So that's a bigger risk to them.
There's always the possibility I could just start chucking bottles.
Right? Grab those little
I could just
grab
chuck-
those little 375s
Yeah.
milliliters
What the
behind
hell?
them.
What the
Just
hell?
chuck them at them, bro. But no. So basically, they kind of gravitate to all the stores that have liquor stores with them. So and if you're not paying attention, I mean, they can easily get away. But for us, we have a couple older people at the store, so they get distracted easily because they like to talk, especially with customers.
Right.
It literally got to the point where one of the older associates, probably in his 60s or 70s, was watching one of them, to the point where she just got upset because she couldn't steal, so she just picked up the bottle and just fucking walked out with it because she was so upset. So, but they're reading the email. They're reading an email on Sunday to me about how public store in Naples, Vanderbilt, that got robbed, and they had the pictures of the two same African American females, and they described the getaway vehicle that they got in was the exact same one that they came from that they did at us. And this is every week. This is like twice a week for us. So it's difficult to do that because if there's like inter shift changes,
Right.
we can't catch them. And every time they call us, it's too late. So they'll say manager to the liquor store. So, but as soon as that happens, they'll just pick up, go, grab and go. Pick up, grab and go. And it's on average 6 bottles.
Damn.
Those bottles ranging from $47 to $60.
Imagine if they started doing that whole flash mob shit. That's
Exactly.
happening out in, like,
But then
the
that's
West
even more
Coast.
that's even more dangerous.
That's
though.
crazy.
That's even more dangerous because then somebody can actually get hurt and or killed.
Yeah, that's
Because yeah, you'll do a flash mob of trying to rob as much as you can, but who's gonna bring a weapon? Somebody's gonna have a weapon. Somebody's gonna get hurt or stabbed, and most likely it's probably gonna be the clerk.
true. Yeah, that's true. Well, the clerk.
Which,
I think the smartest thing to do is just
which is why they always
Don't
tell
do
us
that.
as soon as they get out the door, just let them go. You can
just
call
let
them.
go.
Call them. Don't like Superman tackle them, but just just call them. And if nothing
You
happens,
chucking bottles,
Yep.
man. You
Yep.
don't see a goose fly right by you.
exactly. Well, the biggest issue is the expensive stuff they keep behind the counter. Now, what the associates behind the counter?
Then get from behind the counter.
How?
Leave the area.
You think an old man can parkour over the?
Just leave the area. Do what you can.
That's crazy.
If they see you're not attacking them, you know,
Yeah.
there's a higher chance of you just leave. But if You have no option. All right, start swinging bottles.
Right. So I like, guys, it wasn't exciting.
Man, I thought it was gonna be a 4-parter.
Right, like
high-speed chase.
exactly, like somebody gets in the
Motherfucker
car and
shooting.
give me back the ball.
What the heck?
Running through 75 just to get
cop
back.
movie.
Hell yeah, just to get Beverly Hills Cop Part 5, the pursuit of the liquor bottle.
This. Oh no!
I got a whole title.
That's not what we're doing today.
Yeah, I got a whole
Nope.
title. Shit. Pull a Die Hard 9.
I don't even think we got that far.
Nah.
What was the most recent one? What was the last one?
Live Free or Die Hard.
Was that where he was just a juggernaut and indestructible?
That was when he was with his son.
So a juggernaut.
Yeah,
and
and then he was
indestructible.
literally being an asshole to regular truck drivers and dodging
He was just beating everyone up.
F1 fighters and all that stuff like that.
He
And
was
I'm
just
like,
beating everybody up, bro. Whether you were the bad guy or just a bystander,
exactly.
you getting hands.
And that was never him. So, but no, so that's kind of been happening. We finally caught them on camera and sent an email out, a bolo out. So.
I'm telling you, all you had to do is just slap a picture of their
Yeah,
face.
well, exactly. But somebody had to actually catch them in the act, so which they
You
did.
got camera footage.
Our
There
camera's
you go.
shitty.
That's tough.
But they got a bolo out for them, so everybody that has every Publix that has a liquor store is gonna be.
How
looking
y'all
at it.
company pay millions of dollars to get these camera systems set up, but a Ring doorbell catching more fucking criminals than y'all shit. Y'all tripping. Y'all tripping.
Yeah, man. It's just no. It's crazy though because, like I said, the rules and regulations that they have just to keep you safe is different than.
Do they do that for like training? Is that in y'all training videos now?
No.
How to deal with a thief? They should do that.
Just call them. If they don't, let them go. If they keep walking, let them go.
Do that because some motherfuckers don't know, or just keep a rag.
Well, and the thing too is, the crazy thing is this: they'll say, "Call them, ma'am or sir, where are you going, or come back here." They keep walking, let them walk out. But in reality, half the Publix associates are gonna tackle them motherfuckers. They're gonna run out to the parking lot.
But why?
Because
that's not even your like. But
hero
why?
complex.
Why? Why? That's
They want to be praised, but then they get fired.
It has to be something way more.
It's
like,
deeper than that.
Yeah.
Why you angry?
Why do you want to?
It's checking.
You
I
don't
worked
got
hard
to.
for it.
You don't have to. That's coming.
It's like when we dent. It's like it costs 10 cents. So look at it this way. It costs 10 cents to make a can of beans. For us. But if you damage it, it's gonna cost 10 cans of beans to make up for what we lost for that one can
of beans.
Yes. So I'm not saying that's what it is, but it could be in their mind is if you.
So don't stop the robbery, but if you don't stop the robbery, that's gonna affect what?
A lot, because it's gonna cost us more to make up for that one thing that they stole then. But then again, too, they put your life in front of just that.
But that's nuts.
Yeah.
Y'all throw away hella tons of food,
every day.
but a motherfucker want to steal a can of beans or some liquor. That I don't know, man. It just doesn't make sense to me. It's just not adding up to me. I don't know. Like I really don't know, because it's like throw away food, but someone steals a can, and that hurts us more than throwing away all this food.
Well, which is why they try to donate most of them to Harry Chapin or organizations like churches and stuff like that, so they can at least make some of what they. Because you gotta understand when they sign that paper of their location and all that stuff like that, what they do is they send it to corporate, use that as a write off, and then of course they get paid for what they.
I don't know. There's just so many preventative measures that could, like, I just slap their face on. That increases their awareness that they're being watched.
I got
like tenfold.
I got
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you.
Like, I'm not even saying get physical with them or but just like, bam, this is who you are.
Yeah.
Wanted. Whatever. I don't know. This ain't a Western.
Trespass.
But yeah, something like
Yeah.
that. You know what I'm saying? We're watching out for. We're looking out for you. You know what I'm saying? If you see this person, and put it somewhere. You know, matter of fact, don't even do a digital billboard.
Damn.
Yep. They got to see it in 4K. Do it a digital billboard, because if you do it in paper, someone could just go and just yank that.
Well, the crazy thing too is they got their license plate number too. So
there you go.
Yeah, there's a BOLO out for them. So they spread.
Imagine you walk into Publix and you see license plate thefts from Publix or some shit like that. License plate, and then it's a picture.
And you can tell, and like I was telling you earlier, you can tell it's an operation. It's not necessarily they're stealing it to drink it. It looks like they're stealing it to just buy to sell for probably even more. So if a bottle's costing $47, they're probably selling it for $60-$70.
Right. Because someone stealing to make money is different from someone stealing to eat.
Exactly.
Because someone stealing to eat has nothing to lose.
Exactly. So they're gonna, regardless of if you have a gun in the house or not, they're gonna rob you anyway. Yeah. I see what you're saying.
Someone stealing to sell something. There's something specific they're looking for.
Yeah.
You know, but that's nuts. That's
to each his own.
So what you got on the list today? What are we going over today?
Well, I know.
I cannot read your damn handwriting.
It was like last minute thing, but I know that DC has delayed their movies again.
Oof. Because
of one person. Not that all their movies were great, but you know, I was.
I can't even say because of one person. Maybe now it's because of this person.
Yes.
Come on, man.
Well, no, I can say that James Wan, when he did direct the first Aquaman, it was good, and he's doing the second one.
Mm-hmm.
But for him to delay the movie an entire year, push back Shazam,
right,
and then and all the other.
Because it's like, remember when I asked you the question of, is Black Adam gonna be connected? And I read into it, and it was just like, no, he wanted to keep it separate from Shazam.
Yes, but the end credit scene. So this was the plan.
Right.
Let's make Shazam, then Black Adam.
Mm-hmm.
Then let's do Shazam, Fury of the Gods, and then at the end credits of at the end credits of the first movie, they showed that little worm thing.
Right.
So they're basically gonna do Shazam, Black Adam separate. Then they're gonna do Fury of the Gods. Then the third movie is about that little alien worm, and then the final movie is gonna be them introducing themselves.
But here's what blows my mind.
Yeah.
Though. Like, what are the residual effects of Black Adam existing in the world that Shazam and the Shazam kids exist, but you don't see them at all in the Black Adam movie?
Well, because
they're clearly in modern day time.
They are, but remember, he resides in Seattle.
So he doesn't leave Seattle?
Not Seattle.
Or whatever. All right. Wherever city he just doesn't leave?
I guess not. Because remember, every superhero has their own cities.
But doesn't the Justice League exist? I don't know.
Philly.
Right?
There you go. Philly.
Okay.
He resides in Philly.
Doesn't the Justice League exist? I feel like there's just some common sense things. Like, I get it. I know. It's gonna be a good movie. I like movies.
Yeah.
But it's just like that little intrusive thought in the back of my head. Where the fuck are all these people?
Yeah, what like it's like when you're watching Daredevil and he's like, "This is my city," and
it's like, no, the fuck it's not. Motherfucker, there's like 18 other superheroes out
he's
here,
like,
man.
See, and then or when they said, "Stop trying to save it, you're all alone in this," I'm like, no, you got Wolverine, you got X-Men,
you got the whole,
you got Fantastic Four, you got Spider-Man and Queens, you got, I mean, they're all there. They're just doing their own thing.
That's just weird as hell.
Yeah, they're just doing their own thing. But no, but I feel like that's the reason why I got delayed, because they did film 80% of the movie, and then of course,
can they just scrap it and do it again? Because when you hear reshoot, you already know it's gonna be.
Well, they're not going to scrap it. They're gonna keep the scenes. They're just going to put a different female character in that position instead of Amber Heard.
They can't like CGI her face.
That's too much,
bruh. No, it's not. They fucking did it with Star Wars.
They did it with Superman. It was garbage.
Okay, that was how long ago? We got better technology.
They don't want to risk
that, Jeff. Come on, man. Deep fake her face out of there or something.
No, the Twitter feeds were saying is they're gonna take Amber Heard's face and put Johnny Depp since
Bruh, please. Ooh, please.
he'll be
Please.
Aquaman's wife.
Yo, please. Just deep fake Johnny Depp's face.
onto all
Yeah, what? That'd be insane, Jeff.
Yep.
My goodness, they would make money.
They would.
They would make money.
They would.
You don't understand. The fact that you've done something like that is almost unheard of.
Yeah.
Where, like, you can actually pay money to go see something so jarring.
Exactly. Exactly. Just to see it. You want to see how it looks.
Man, that'd be amazing. Like, seriously, that's a good PR stunt.
Yeah.
Just deep fake. Like, okay, they'll do two versions, right? The original.
Of course, yeah. Of
blah,
course.
blah, blah. But, like, man, for, like, April Fools or something, we're doing a re-release.
Yep.
With Johnny Depp's face.
It's like, what's the name of that YouTube channel we're watching? Meat something?
Meat Canyon.
Meat Canyon, when they did the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial, and Johnny Depp was just like, yeah, and you know, I was just watching the show and drinking my wine.
I can't.
And
then they had her.
And then Amber Heard.
Okay, but would he voice act it, or would they just keep her voice?
I don't know. That's the thing.
Oh,
and that's
man.
the thing.
Would he voice act it?
I mean, it'd be cool if they kept.
Because they have voice.
But then they'd have to pay her if they kept her voice.
Fuck, that's true.
Yep.
Auto-tune that shit.
Yep.
What the hell? Have T-Pain on that motherfucker. Turn into a musical.
But then he was like, yeah, and I was drinking my wine, and then she came in, and she just threw it across the floor. Are you talking about Pirates of the Caribbean?
Oh, talk about Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
What's your favorite part?
Are you guys talking about Pirates of the Caribbean? I fucking love that movie. He was Jack Sparrow, you know. Love Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm telling you.
Dope.
Check out that channel, guys.
Yeah.
Meat Canyon.
Pretty sure everyone. Well,
Not everybody knows about it.
If you're on the internet, you know me.
Yeah, if you're on. But no, it was like I said, it was. But that's the only reason why. So I'm guessing there was probably going to be an end credit scene because apparently Batman was Ben Affleck's Batman was supposed to show up at the end of Aquaman, and of course, Batman also shows up on Flash. So if they delayed that, they had to delay Shazam. So I don't know what the inter DCEU universe connection was with all that, but apparently they had to delay multiple films.
Didn't Flash reset everything? Is he gonna have to reset? How many times has Flash reset the DC universe?
Not yet.
No. I mean, like literally.
TV show.
In the storyline of
Paradox. Oh, he had to do it.
Crisis,
yeah, because everybody died, and they're telling him don't do it, but then at the end they're like, go ahead, Flash, just do it. I know you're the only one that's gonna remember, but just go. So he did that. He did that in the Flash Paradox, the animated movie.
Where he was taking a stroll, he was going for a run,
and yeah, he ran so fast that he went back in time to save his mom,
and then it destroyed the entire time.
But in saving his mom, he lost his powers. But because he did that, after he fused all the universes together,
he disappeared.
He didn't disappear. No, that was Wally West.
Oh, Wally West is the one who got absorbed.
Yeah, because he wasn't fast enough.
Okay.
So, in going back in time, changing it just to save his mom, he went back, didn't save her, but when he came back, that's when they had the new voice actor for Batman. It wasn't Kevin Conroy anymore, the guy that played the original Batman. Yeah, the OG Batman from the '96 and all that stuff like that. They had that new voice actor playing Batman. So a lot of things changed when he came back, and he just let the Justice League know what he did, and a lot of things were different. Like Wonder Woman and Superman were together. It was Lois. Batman and Wonder Woman were dating. There was just a lot of things that changed. Like when he came back, he didn't understand a lot of things, and he's like, when I went back before, everything changed. So him going back, even though he fixed not saving his mom, when he came back, a lot of things were different.
A lot of things.
Exactly. So I mean, going back in time, remember he's a fourth dimensional being, so he can go travel through time, forward, backwards, all that stuff. But yeah, when he came back, essentially, it was just trying to figure out what was different. You see what I'm saying? So it wasn't the same. But that's the direction they're trying to go with Ezra. the Ezra the Menace, but you know, he done fucked up again too. So
Boy, DC make you go crazy, bro.
exactly, and it's not like, and it's like for me now, it's not even a I'm excited to go see their movies in theaters or anything like that. Right now, it's just entertainment. Like,
Oh no, it's
what fuckery is
like,
coming
how bad
next?
is this movie gonna be?
Exactly. Like, what fuckery is coming up next?
You gotta
because-
find joy even in the shit.
Exactly. So that's why I said that's why I'm the only person like I said to the might be biased as you can see from the room and my Batman cup.
Batman.
Because I'm Batman. Batman.
Why do you want to kill me? What the fuck?
I don't want to kill you. You complete me.
This man's different.
But no. Besides that, the only stories I'm ever interested in is Batman. Whether it be good or bad, I'll look at the perspective of the story, the different takes on it. Because some people, that's how come a lot of people didn't like the new one with Robert Pattinson, because it was more story based focus, and people were going in there expecting action.
But that's all we get.
That's
like,
all
I don't
we get.
care.
Every single movie we
I
got
don't
was
care
action.
how many times are we gonna see a guy who trained and learned all the martial arts in the world. It's
Exactly.
literally all the same.
And he's inhuman, and
It's
he can do
literally
all,
all
this
the
shit.
same.
Exactly. So
Like,
we got a different perspective.
Why should I care? He can throw hands.
But that's
for
what
no
I'm saying.
reason.
We got a different perspective with Matt Reeves, the guy that directed Rise of the Planet, no, War of the Planet of the Apes, and Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, and Rise of the Planet, War of the Planet of the Apes. Rise was done by a different director, but Dawn and War was directed by
So the
him.
first and the last.
No, the second and the second and the
You
third.
said Rise.
No,
You said Dawn and War.
Rise was made by somebody different. Rise is the first movie. Dawn is the second one. War is the third one. So Dawn and War was very good. I love those two. So he gave us his take on Batman, and that was the detective aspect. It was
Right.
the Long Halloween, which took him literally a year.
But he was a shit detective, dude. Like,
He
that was.
what? But
that was
again,
pretty bad.
yeah, he was pretty bad. But that really goes to show you how much he knew some of things. He knew some of the things, but he still had to learn because it was only year 2 of being Batman.
But like, even being that type of detective, what's really like? Is that your intellect, or is that the technology that you have that's allowing you to?
I think it's lack of experience, because for if you compare him to Arkham Knight, how much technology did he have in his suit?
Little than none. Wait, the younger or the older?
The older.
Yeah, little than none.
The older, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, and he was able. So with lack of experience, you're going to miss a lot of things.
Right.
You get better with time. You don't become an action hero cop.
And because he's spent so much time in Arkham Asylum, he understands the psychopathy of everything.
Exactly.
Of all the
Exactly. And now,
the
yeah,
villains.
exactly. Because in his mind, he thought saying "I am vengeance." Spoiler warning. He
Boy, if you ain't see that movie, came out in what, March?
thought of last year.
No, that was this year, Jeff.
That was this year. Fuck.
That was this year. You
I'm
tweaking.
getting old.
This man,
Yep.
he's slipping out of time.
I'm telling you. But him saying "I am vengeance," and they were looking at it from 2 different angles. When you saw the Riddler talking and him talking, he's like, "Yeah, I did this because of you," and he's like, "No, I'm doing this to stop you." And then he's like, "No, that's not the right
That's
answer."
not the right.
So he was confused with that.
Right.
So, no, yeah. So that like I said,
Because it's like blurring the lines between justice and vengeance.
and vengeance exactly. So he
Like,
had to
where
change.
does justice end? You know what I'm
And
saying?
vengeance begins.
And vengeance begins.
So, it's kind of different perspectives like that, but yeah, they're going off on the rails, man. I'm not, like I said, I'm not excited to see their movies anymore. It's just, how bad is it gonna be? I go, yeah, I know it's a waste of money, but it's like, how bad is it gonna be? I'm gonna go watch it just to see how bad it's gonna be. Like, if you can see right now, I bought Arrow season 1 through 5 because those were the good seasons. Then I bought Flash's the first 3 because those were. Then I bought Gotham. Well, all of Gotham was good because they were good.
Mhm.
And then I bought well, never mind.
What?
Supergirl.
Oh no.
That was bad.
Oh no. I'm not even gonna care.
That was bad.
That was. I really tried to give it a chance because it started it came
It got worse.
It came out when Flash started popping off, and they really started doing that whole crossover with
thing.
CBS and CW and all that. So I was like, okay, all right, that'll keep me kind of interested and see what happens next, because this will, was it Legends of Tomorrow?
Yeah, I got the first 2 seasons.
Right, that kind of fit into that whole plot point and whatnot.
It got bad.
And it got bad. And I think what really kind of
that's when the whole Miss Andrews thing started, because it was like shitting on men.
I don't think it was Miss Andrews.
No,
I don't think it was Miss Andrews. Miss Andrews a lot more. It's
hate. Okay,
it's out there. Let's choose our words carefully.
Okay, yeah. So it's not necessarily the hate of men. It's just men suck at everything. That was literally the whole show.
Yeah, I could see where that'll turn you off.
Yeah,
because what turned me off with the show.
Yeah,
was like I said, it has to make sense to me, right? So
Superman can fly in space, but she can't.
All right, let's start smaller, because that's egregious. That's egregious. It was like that episode where the government spent like $16 billion
on that tornado thing.
On red tornadoes. My God, bro. My God. C-3PO could fuck that, man. That was crazy. I'm looking at this thing. I'm like, this is really $16 billion.
Oh my God.
R2-D2 boxing that motherfucker. What the hell? That shit's crazy. That was more comical. I was like, I can't focus on the plot or the storyline, because the $16 billion piece of shit ain't doing anything.
Bleep, bloop, bloop, bleep.
That's nuts.
That's bad, my
nuts,
God.
Man.
That is bad.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, ooh, this is gonna.
But yeah, so no,
it's gonna turn out bad.
Yeah, it was gonna turn out bad. But no, yeah. So like I said, essentially, it's just, I don't know, man. They just got lost. They got lost in the sauce, and the same thing started to happen to Marvel after Endgame. That was it.
I don't care. I just see a whole bunch of fucking magical space people. With the ability to destroy the universe at a whim.
And to be honest, I'm literally only interested in James Gunn Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Because they're still grounded as mortals.
Yes.
They are mortal.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Dealing with cosmic shit.
Cosmic shit. Not just a whole bunch of gods. Because that's what it is.
Yeah.
We're just watching gods defend the universe at this point.
Yep.
And it's like,
the human realm
I can't care about aliens in a different dimension. Mm-hmm. What's their life like? I don't care. I don't care.
They don't live my existence.
They don't. Yeah, they. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really don't care. Oh, you're from whatever planet?
Yeah.
That with this kind of power? Don't care. You know what I'm saying? What does that have to do with Earth?
No.
Earth is going to be included in the universal destruction.
Exactly, because it's always the part of the bigger threat. So
yeah, it's always some galactic shit now. I thought Thanos was like the end all be all with the whole galactic shit, and then maybe Marvel's
should have
MCU would move on to like a new story, like with mutants. You know what I'm saying? Like,
which that's where they're
do a whole movie line exploring mutants,
because you just introduced it with,
you know what I'm saying?
Ms. Marvel,
like, yeah, stuff like that, you know, and then we can have cameos with superheroes because we know they all exist in this universe.
Okay. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But I don't know, man. Now it's just a whole bunch of people with cosmic powers. We've already been to the center of the universe. So how much bigger does it get than that? They want to destroy the center of the world. We've seen it.
Yep, and that power's in the little girl.
Yeah.
So it's like,
so now it's not going to be really. She has the powers of the center of the universe now.
So essentially, you're just God.
Yeah, you know, so
and a little child.
It's just a whole bunch of gods. That's literally what it is. Scarlet Witch, technically a god.
Mm-hmm. Go through dimensions.
The Star Girl. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. The one who punches stars from
Multiverse of Madness.
Multiverse of Madness. Yeah. Like, what? All right, man. All right, bro. I get it.
I think, and again, too, like we were saying.
Maybe I'm just getting too old.
Well, no, it's not even that. Like we said, too, it was our time is up.
Yep.
It all started in 2008 with Iron Man and the Incredible Hulk, and it ended in 2015 or 16
with Endgame.
with Endgame.
Endgame,
So
yeah.
that was it for us. That was literally more than 10 years of our lives just watching.
Yeah, that's true.
I was literally in 11th grade watching this unfold. So, and I'm 31, and it was done 2-3 years ago. So
Right.
essentially this new thing is for the new generation. It's like the stories aren't as interesting anymore because you kind of already know what's going to happen before it even happens. So I think the, like they said, the superhero
But what comes after that though? Because like you think about it, right?
you had action movies.
There are like epochs in cinema, where you had So let's start. It's like silent
Dystopian
movies, westerns,
dystopian
adventures. You know, dystopian future, alien visits Earth. You
Yep.
know, shit like that. Martial arts, action movies. When you know the buddy cop era, where there was always a
action
buddy.
here. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Lethal Weapon. You had Rush Hour
Right.
3. You had
There was a time where horror franchises were
you
popular.
had Chucky. You had Insidious. You had Halloween. You had
You know what I'm saying?
Jason.
And those were your like top earners in film, where it's like that's what pop culture was
Yeah.
in that time for films and entertainment.
Then you had an era of animation and remember we were just getting a plethora of the new 3D animation.
Right,
Like Dragons came out with
Pixar,
Shreks.
Right, that's true.
All those type of movies. So
That's
it's like
true.
there was an era for Despicable Me. You had
But we've been in this superhero shit
way too long.
way too
Way too long. It's overflooding. Like they said, it was gonna eventually overflood the market, and it has.
It's
And I
too
think
long. And no one wants to spend money to go see another version of a super duper ass motherfucker. I don't know.
and I think that's why they automatically release them on.
Just do a series.
No, I think that's why they automatically release them on stream a month after it's out of theaters.
It comes out theaters.
But yeah, you're right. I think they should just do a stream. If you can do streams, you can do multiple episodes that can explain.
Right, unless they do
universe.
like a partnership with theaters or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
That's
that
wild
works.
to me.
I don't know how that works, but
Too many superheroes.
yeah, but the exhaustion is. But again, they delayed the movie because they're trying to remove Amber Heard from it.
That's crazy.
Like you said, they released her.
Does she at least get any movie? I mean, any money for the time she actually put on set? Nope, because that's going to Johnny Depp.
Yep, and they released her from her contract. So and it's not out, so technically she can't get paid.
So does that count as a breach of contract?
It's only a breach of contract if she does it, but if the
Right.
studio drops you themselves, then you don't breach the
It
contract.
has to be. Well, yeah, that depends
Yeah.
on the type of agreement they made.
Yeah.
That depends on the.
So
type
she
of
probably
agreement
signed
they
on for
made.
the movie and to get paid this much
Uh-huh.
when the movie releases and goes through the press screenings, but that never happened because now it was delayed till next year.
Right. Right. That's sketchy as hell.
Yeah, I mean, good luck to her.
Ooh, Jeff, I got a question for you, man.
Yes, sir.
Like, at what age do you think you stop listening to new music, like consuming new music? Because, like, think about it, right? Think about all the growing up, all the older people that you've watched while you're growing up. When they would listen to music, it's usually music from a certain time, and after that, they're just
No, you're right, because I could say the same thing happened to me. The only reason why I'm in the loop with some songs or beats or music or any of that is because you and Julie keep me up to date. Other than that, I would say about.
I'll be honest. I think I've reached that point because the only
But
only
that's
time
what I was about to say. I think at 28, I stopped. I stopped staying in tune with it. So every time everyone comes up to me and says, "Have you heard this new artist?" I'm like, "Who is that?" Like when you said Doja Cat, I'm like, "Who's that?" And then
Right.
you looked at me like I was crazy, and I'm like, "Jeff, I don't know who that is."
Well, she's been out for a minute.
I know,
Yeah,
but
that's true.
I don't know who she
That's
is.
true.
I don't know
Like
who she is.
some people I could probably
The
name,
only-
but like
yeah.
even now, most of these new
Artists.
artists that come out, I usually hear them from my friends
Yeah.
or something like that.
Like Billie Eilish, the only reason why I know that who she is because every time you hear those TikTok videos, they're like na 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 Billie Eilish, and then that's and then when they finally showed her, or when I went to the watch the movie theaters, they're showing you the documentary of how Billie Eilish became huge, and that's the only reason why I know how she actually looks like and all that stuff
And
like
her
that. Sometimes she'll
music.
pop through my YouTube feed.
Recognize.
Yeah, and I recognize her. But other than that, I don't know any of her music. I don't know
Right.
Doja Cat's music.
And you're not actively looking
no,
for new music.
and I can understand now why when boomers and Gen X say, "Oh, this is the good music. This is all I listen to," or if they try to keep up and stuff like that, it's like it's really
what
hard.
is this?
Exactly, what is this?
What is
And
this?
this is me talking at 31 years old. Like unless like some people will play, some people older than me, like 34, 35, 36, will be playing these songs on the radio, which I don't listen to.
Mhm.
I don't listen to radio anymore.
Is it kind of cringy to you?
It's not.
No.
It's because remember, if the beat is good and the music good,
The beat go off.
if the beat go off, I move to it, and my body likes it, then I'll thumbs up it. That's how come when you introduce me to certain songs, whether it be rap or what do you call that?
Everything.
No, what do you call that guy that you listen to that disses a lot of people?
Oh, you're talking about
No, just in general. But I'm just naming
like drill, like
yeah, I'm naming him for example. Like
Okay.
drill, like you'll play
Crispy Life.
Yeah, Crispy Life. Yeah, like you'll play that, and then I'll listen to it, and I'm like, man, this is actually catchy, and this is good.
But I don't even know if I would consider that drill because he's more like I don't know because their music's from
Well, just
like,
Crispy Life. That's the name of the
Flint,
company, right?
Michigan.
No, he just says
That's
Crispy
his
Life.
artist. That's his artist.
Okay, yeah.
That's his
So
stage name.
okay, so like Crispy Life, for example, like when you play his diss tracks, I like them. You see what I'm
Bro,
saying?
all his tracks are diss tracks. 'Cause
Well,
all
I
he
know- I
do
know.
is talk shit.
I know,
All
but I'm
he
saying,
does.
but I'm telling you, I like him, and the only
Right.
reason why I knew about him is because like when we're driving to go somewhere or do something
Mhm.
together or just have fun, you're literally jamming. I'll let you jam out to the in the
Right.
car, and then I'm like, oh man, this is actually good, and I'm listening.
Yeah,
the what I do,
wordplay.
yeah, like I'm literally
You
like
listen
listening to work. I'm like, bro,
Right.
he did not just say
He
that.
really be
did
saying
not
some
just say
wild shit.
Because the way I am is I dissect music. I'll listen to the words, and then when I understand what they're saying, then I'll go back and actually enjoy the song and listen
Right.
to it, just like I do movies. But yeah, I would say 27. I stopped trying to keep
Actively
up.
looking
Yeah,
for-
actively looking
unless
for
it popped up on the radio. and
exactly
shit
like
that.
it sucks because when Eminem released his new album when I was still at 847 when I was still at store,
I think so. Yeah.
yeah, when I was still at store 847, I didn't know it was out. I was just
Which one was that? Kamikaze.
yes, so I didn't know Kamikaze was out. I just happened to hear a song on the radio, and they're like, "Oh, Kamikaze is released." So I started Googling it because I paid for YouTube Music, or it was Google Music at the time.
Google Music.
I
right.
was listening to Google Music.
No, you're fine. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I was listening to Google Music at the time, and then I realized, and then they're like, "Oh, Kamikaze's out," and I'm like, "Oh shit, it's out." So then I went in, downloaded all the songs, and started listening to it. And I'm like, "Oh shit!" And it's been out for 2 months. Same thing with T-Pain that I used to listen to. Sometimes that man releases music and I don't even know.
Right.
I'll literally be like 6 months behind or a year behind. Sometimes he'll release something and I won't even know that he released it because I don't actively stay and try to listen to it. Like I know Drake came out with something new. You said it was an okay album, but
Yeah, I listened. It was.
lackluster. You know, I think he's getting tired.
Hey man, once you've done it all,
Well, he
do
needs to
you
pull
next?
Rihanna and put his money into something that he knows people will buy for the
Yeah,
rest of
this
their life.
man owns so much shit.
He needs to do that some more.
This man owns
Or
so,
just-
or
or
just
studio.
treat every single album like
Or just do like Eminem did. He rapped for a certain amount of time, created his own studio, found rappers, brought them up.
his record label.
Yeah, record label.
Interscope, was it?
Yeah, Interscope Records.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't actively look for music, and for me, and everybody probably stops at a different age. Some
Right.
people probably still keep up at 40, 50,
No,
60.
it's well because that's who you grew up with.
Yeah.
So that's who you're gonna keep up with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So for me, that's how come when we were playing Twisted, and then Julie was like closing her ears, it's because she didn't grow up.
She
with
didn't
that
grow
music.
up with that music.
So
Right.
that's why we're joking around. We're like, yeah, blame Jeffy. She's the one that. Yeah,
She was always playing like slow jams.
yeah,
and
slow
R&B.
jam Sundays.
Right. Well, because growing up down here, they didn't have any hip hop stations
No, they didn't.
up until like 05, 06.
I believe so.
Right.
Yeah, all we had was 106 in Park on BET. No.
I'm talking about radio.
Oh, radio. Oh, just radio.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah,
radio.
yeah.
Even before cable.
I know they had
stuff.
Cat Country.
Cat Country ain't been there that long. Cat Country ain't
What
been
was
there.
it called before? Not
Dude, we literally only had 103.9, 96.9.
K Rock, something K Rock.
That's even new. That's all
Okay.
satellite radio.
Oh,
You're naming
okay.
all. I'm literally talking about down here when it was just straight swamp and
Backwater
trees.
Bayou.
When it was just straight swamp and trees, you only had like 3 or 4 stations. And if you wanted to listen to anything else, you had to go to AM stations, and it was usually like yeah, it was usually
I
like
remember those.
Spanish radio.
Yeah,
and
because
stuff like that.
Mom used to buy us a lot of CDs when we
Right.
were young.
And
So
most of the music we got was from CDs.
how did we find out about Cisco and all those other artists? Is when
It was your friends. When we go to their houses, they
That's
had a
true.
whole bunch of CDs.
That's true.
And
So
stuff.
we would talk to Mom and see if
Right.
she can
And
take us to like
that's how we
Walmart.
found new music.
Yeah.
But even then, like now, like I lived life for a while even before. I was really invested into hip hop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mostly everything I listened to was slow jams, was pop. They had a whole bunch of rock stations.
Mhm.
Had a whole bunch of
Which
country
is why all the
stations.
old school. Which is why I love Journey so much, even though Journey is from the 70s and 80s,
Right.
and I grew up in the 90s, and of course I wasn't
Mhm.
cognitive till like I was 5 years old in 95, 96. I remember all those songs. So when I started playing them, and I'm like, man, I know these songs.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know these songs.
Yeah.
So that's why I bought the
Yeah.
the actual record for them.
And Mom brought a whole bunch of the artists she knew from Haiti.
Oh, she loves
over
Celine
here,
Dion.
Celine Dion. and
That
all
woman loves Celine Dion.
Like she's the one who introduced us to Bob Marley and stuff.
Yep. And that's what I'm
And-
saying. So every time we hear an old school song, I'm like, man, I remember this. Man,
So I just
remember
always liked music because music was always just in the background.
Exactly. So that's why when you look at my playlist, it's so many
It's
different,
everywhere.
so many different genres.
Now, okay. When you make a playlist, is it by genre or is it by like the vibe you're looking
The
for?
vibe,
Okay.
the vibe. I have
Okay.
sections for that.
So it's not necessarily because sometimes I don't want to just listen to just straight.
Well, because remember when you got in the car, what was I listening to? Because it was raining. Before I started playing Fade by Zoo.
I wouldn't know what I would classify that genre as.
But that's what I'm saying.
But I understand what
because
you're saying.
because it was raining.
It was like
and,
a
it was
chill
yeah, it was
ass,
a chill vibe, yeah.
right?
The only reason why I played that song by Zoo is because I wanted you to listen to it before we got here.
No, it was good.
Yeah, yeah. So it's like that was like a type of vibe, but for me it was just like chill, cool, not to make me fall asleep while driving in the rain, but kept me
you
awake
paying
enough.
attention.
Yeah, kept me
That's
awake
right.
and paid attention to make it home alive. But for me, it really is about the vibe with music, and it always shocks people when they hear or listen to what I listen to, like Breaking Benjamins. You would never think that I'd be somebody that listens to Breaking Benjamins, because even when I was jamming out to Breaking Benjamins,
Benjamin.
it's Benjamin.
Yeah, no one's called Benjamin.
Hey man,
Go ahead.
it's my Asian accent.
Go ahead. Benjamin. Go ahead.
Benjamin. It's like saying almond.
It is almond.
It's
boy.
almond.
No one says alligator.
No one says alligator. If you say alligator,
No
you're
one
weird.
says this is. I have an alibi.
Yeah, they say alibi.
They say alibi.
So it's not almond, it's
motherfucking
almond.
Almond.
Yes.
It's almond.
You can argue with us in the comments
Fight
on
me.
YouTube.
Fight me. It's almond.
Yeah, so when I'm listening to Breaking Benjamins, like half the people were surprised. Like even Zoe, she's like, "You listen to Journey?" I said, "Yeah." What's your favorite song? Because she was testing me to see if I actually listened to it, and I'm like, "Separate Ways." That's my favorite song. And then I started singing it, and she's like, "Oh, so you do listen to it?" I'm like, "Yeah." Why would you think I wouldn't listen to it? Is it because I'm black?
Did I exceed your expectations?
Exactly.
Did I not fit the mold?
Yeah, exactly. The mold that society dubs me to fit in is not not the mold that I fit. But no, like I said, I just love music. I really do. It's not that I don't like the new music. It's just if it doesn't catch me or I don't know about it. Like honestly, it's not me saying, "Oh, I don't listen to new music because they don't know how to rap or sing or any of that." It's not that. It's just I haven't been introduced to it because I don't actively, like you say, follow it. So that's the only reason why.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
one day I'll be on TikTok and I'll be like, "Oh, this is a cool song,"
And then I'll look for
and
it.
then I'll text
I'll
Julie,
search
"Oh,
it.
Julie, you heard this song?" Or like I'll even send it in Snap to like other folks,
To see if they'll give you the name.
and then they're like, "Yeah, that's that song." And I was like, "I didn't know." Yeah, it's been on TikTok forever, and that's where people get their music now.
Yeah, TikTok. Like that's why they
TikTok.
call it TikTok music.
Yeah.
Now even 105.5 is doing TikTok music.
TikTok music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's stuff like that. So now it's not even you have to be part of a fan base. You just
No.
have to have access to those sounds and stuff like that. But me, I've just always been a fan of just, I don't know, human expression, sports, art, like anything.
Yeah.
Anything, music.
Any like I said,
I just want to see
anything that catches my ear or my eye, or my eyes, if that makes sense. I'm interested in it. If I look at something and I'm like, I think I can do that. Let me try it. I might fail, but let me try. Or if I'm listening to music and I'm like, man, I like this beat. I like the sound. I like the direction that they're going. Like that's how come every time we're jamming out and then you're playing these songs that I've never heard before, which you tell me your friends give to you. I'm like, thumbs up that. Add that to my playlist. Add that to my playlist. Add that to the playlist. And then and then I'll listen to it over and over again. I'll even learn some of them. Like I said, and then that's how come when I put up the episode names on our TikTok, just and then I'm trying to find the perfect vibe, the perfect song that goes with that title. And every time I do that, you come and tell me, "Man, Jeff, this goes really well with the title."
I like that, yeah.
Like you look at you're reading something and
you got an ear for that shit.
Yeah, the flow of the music goes with the title, and I will literally sit there and search. If it doesn't catch me the first time, then I'm gonna keep going. I'll ping it in my mind, but I'll keep going. And if I go all the way down to the list and I can't find it, then I'll go back to that sound and I'll choose it. Yeah, just like whatever we're gonna call this episode for tomorrow's release. That's the same thing I'm gonna do with that. But no, man, yeah, that's. I think, like I said, at 27, I just stopped because I think I was more focused on trying to do outdoor stuff and.
Yeah, but music's there.
Of course, yeah.
Music is
I'm not
always.
Yeah, and it keeps evolving. It's just for me, I can't. It's not that I can't keep up with the trends. I don't know. I just turn my brain off to it. So if I hear something new, I'll automatically say, "Hey Google, what's the name of this song?" Boom, and then Google will tell me, and then I'll literally go on YouTube Music and then,
I always think there's this unspoken thing, like when someone shows you a song, like you listen to a song, but it's like you can't let them see you searching the song.
Really,
like you'll turn on the whatever, the Shazam or the music search, and then just like flip the phone over and it'll pick up the song, and then now you got the song in your playlist. I don't know, like maybe I'm just weird like that, but I just always thought like,
really,
man, I don't want them to know that I'm,
jamming out to that song.
Jamming out to the song or something like that. Or like if they have a special tailored playlist, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be ripping every single song on the playlist. I rather you just make that playlist public and then I'll just save it.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Instead of let me
like your boy that creates beats and that guy that's
Keeb.
Keeb
and Playhouse.
Keeb and Playhouse.
Yeah.
His music is good.
Keeb
like
and
every
Playhouse.
song you've ever played, and I don't even know who Keeb is. You see, you tell me about him, but I've never.
He was solid.
Yeah, but
He's
I've never actually met him. But,
Watch out Productions.
Yeah,
Go
but
check him out.
his music is fire. I love his music.
Yeah, and that's why like I really advocate for like, you know, local producers and
Mhm.
stuff. Like I really want to hear what type of sounds
Yeah.
that, you know, you're putting out. And
Like he left here, went to
yeah, he's back and forth. What is it? Nevada?
Nevada.
Is it Nevada?
Yeah, it's Nevada because he told me he wants to travel to California and back.
Right, right.
But yeah, just so he can make
Yeah,
himself big.
Nevada,
Yeah, because
yeah.
he knows Southwest Florida's not popping right now.
It's not popping right now, but it's good to
It'd be the hub to
establish yourself. You see what I'm saying? Because when you already go to a city that's established,
It's gonna be hard.
it's going to be hard.
Yeah,
You know, you have to have venues that want to play you.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You have to have, you know, some sort of buzz going on and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But even if like and I'm not even in reference to this guy, but like even if an artist isn't big, you know what I'm saying? I still want to listen to the music.
Yeah, like
You don't have to be popular for me to listen to you, like cuz I want to hear what type of sounds you're producing, what type of, you know, if you're singing, if you're rapping, if you know, you play an instrument, anything like that. I really just want to hear what you're capable of.
I hear what you're saying.
Because I know at the end of the day, there's some things, you know, with music that I'm incapable of producing. So, you know, I'm not going to tell you, I'm not going to gas up all your shit and be like, oh, this is fucking awesome, but I will listen to it.
Like this guy, Swayze Montreal. He's a small time artist, R&B artist, Montero, and I love his music.
When's the last time he posted?
I think it was a year ago. I think.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Something must have happened.
Yeah, but his music is good. Like I was watching him and I'm listening to it.
Yeah, it looks like he was pretty consistent, and then
He just
just
stopped.
disappeared.
Yeah.
Hey, man, sometimes that happens.
So
Real life happens, because it's like you got to understand the field you're in.
Yeah, it's
or-
not easy.
Or the lane you chose to drive on and pursue, and
Yeah.
understand, you know, the outcomes of what you're trying to do, the possibility of what you're trying to do.
Exactly. No, I
Okay.
agree. I agree.
But
Yeah, yeah, that was a good question.
yeah, man, I just want to know.
Because
sometimes
because
I'll
I'm
be
always
like,
because you're always
Yeah.
asking me. Why,
sometimes like if I spend some time away from my friends, you know, and I'm just kind of in my own world with my music and stuff, like, because I have so much music, like I can listen to a song once and not listen to it for months and be like, oh crap, I had this song, this is a good song, and then
Yeah.
I relearn, like I reintroduce myself to the song
to the
again.
song like it's new.
Like it's new.
Yeah.
And so it's like I never have an issue where, oh man, I don't have enough music on my playlist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's always nice, like when I go see the boys or anything like that, and they're playing something I've never heard.
and then it sounds good.
it sounds good. I just whip out the phone.
and
Oh,
then
shit.
and then you introduce me to
Right.
it, and I'm like, all right,
You know what I'm
thanks.
saying? And then I go down the rabbit hole of this genre, this artist.
Because it connects to all these different new
Right.
artists, and then you're like, oh my god, this is good. Oh my god, this is good. Oh my god, this is
Exactly.
good. So that's
Exactly.
awesome. Yeah, man.
Exactly.
But yeah, I some like again too, and then I'm not saying all. It was that was just me. I just grew away from trying to keep up with today's
Mhm.
artists. And then let's, like you say, you're in the music industry or you're somebody actively listening to brand new songs or waiting for
Right.
songs to come out. You're not gonna know what it is.
Because even in that space, you still have to keep up with the sound.
Yeah, exactly.
And
I
see
agree.
what's real. But we're in a world where each genre has its own echo chamber and subgenres of that genre. So
Yeah.
you can't just classify this as one thing.
Exactly.
see what I'm
They
saying?
create new genres.
Because even
for
within
each.
that genre, there's such diaspora of so many artists and stuff like that. You know, two artists, like listening to one won't give you all the information that you need to know on another type of
Yeah.
artist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even if they're in the same genre,
Exactly.
you know, it's so vastly different.
But no, man, that was a good question. I like that.
Ooh, so last thing we're gonna leave off on. Mr. Brandon is was it? He is forgiving up to $10,000.
Oh, Uncle Joe.
Uncle, he ain't my uncle.
America's uncle.
He ain't my uncle.
Yeah, I was reading that student loan forgiveness. How do you feel about that? I mean, you're not someone that's in debt.
Yeah, because I took my fucking sweet ass time. I never put myself, especially when I was going through school, in a situation where I took out more money than I needed to, because I knew it wasn't a race. So,
It's not. I mean, everybody learns at a different pace, and they need to take their time.
But so the details of the plan have been kept closely guarded, but borrowers who earn less than $125,000 a year or families earning less than $250,000 would be eligible for the $10,000 loan forgiveness. According to 3 people familiar with the decision, for recipients of Pell Grants, which are reserved for undergraduates with the most significant financial need, the federal government would cancel up to an additional $10,000 in federal loan debt, according to the copy of administration talking points obtained by the Associated Press. Biden is also set to extend a pause on federal student loan payments through the end of 2022.
Okay.
So, if you make less than $125,000,
You get student loan forgiveness.
how many people in this country can say they're making 125? No,
6 figures.
6 figures.
That's
a good chunk.
10%.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yep,
That's a
10%.
good chunk.
10% are making 6 figures. I would say 5% are making 9, and then I would say the 0.01% is making billions. So I would say 10% of Americans are making the 6-figure mark. So I mean, mostly all Americans would be eligible for it. But again, there's also backlash too with the some of the people that have paid off their student loans.
Yeah, those who, like, let's say you just finished paying off your student loans within the past year.
Mm-hmm.
It's like there's nothing in it for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So there's this type of, I guess, resentment, animosity, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, but when you're going to
My only thing is it's
the past is the past.
right.
It's
You know what I'm
already
saying?
happened.
Like, sometimes you wake up and the world's different.
Yeah, exactly.
And you've done everything you've done in the previous.
You did everything right.
Right.
But it just
by the previous rules.
Yeah.
You see what
But
I'm
there's
saying?
always the rules are always forever changes. Like
The
science.
rules are gonna change, and I understand. You know what I'm saying? Because I'd be pissed too.
Yeah.
You are valid in your anger towards.
But
you know.
But what was it that
But the way
they're going about
I
it.
can see it is, well, you see what you had to go through to pay off those student debts.
Yeah.
Why pass that on to to the next generation? So it's like, because I suffered, now you must suffer.
Reparations.
It's like
reparations.
Like, you see
that's
what I'm
basically
saying?
what they're saying without saying it. Because
Like,
I
right.
suffered, you have to suffer.
You know, and now you're gonna get your debt wiped. What do I get? Can I get a kickback? No, you can't. You see what I'm saying?
So I have to go into detail about what struggle I went
through
because
to deny someone else the right to prevent that struggle. To prevent from having that struggle.
Man.
And what they don't realize is that would help. That would help. That would increase the or lower the threshold for, you know, that would lower the debt for individuals, for students who are pursuing a job.
Yeah.
And throwing half of their salary, their life's earnings, into paying off that debt.
On top of that, what is their what do you call it? The kids that get the loans, they add something every day. What's it called?
Interest?
Interest. And the interest is added on every single day, not month, not year, every day.
Nuts.
So it's like,
Imagine how many people would be able to start their lives by paying off their debt sooner.
yeah, life, family, trips,
Have more income
income in their pockets and
to spend
Yeah.
in the economy. Like, I don't know why it's so hard to look ahead. That's wild, dude.
because a lot of people.
I don't know why
a lot
it's
of
such
peop-
a hard thing to look forward.
I think a lot of people are so.
It's like, no, we don't want to start. We don't. Whatever problem we have in the future, we don't want to start now.
But remember the reactionaries.
We don't want to start now. We want to keep pushing the burden
Well,
for every generation, and it's just like,
like you said, it's not like they're looking. They're not looking to the future for it to be better. They're upset that they had to go through the struggle.
that's what I'm saying.
And
That's
nobody
not
else,
looking towards the future.
But that's what I'm saying. Nobody else is really, and nobody
Right.
else is.
No
has
one's,
to go
it's
through it.
more of, well, look at what I had to do. Well, you had to do it.
Mhm.
That's what you had to do, because during that time, that's what you had to do.
It is what it is.
You know what I'm saying? Based off of previous laws that were passed, and you accepted them
Mhm.
for that time. It was acceptable. Now it's not, because it's clearly failing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. It always goes back into, like, I don't understand why people can't understand that
They're weird.
if you help the people now, the economy will help. Like, they will help the economy in the future.
And from
That's literally more rich people.
Yeah, and from what I was looking at, with the tweets of the people that were upset, was they're all adults. I mean, if it'd be better for your kids too,
Yeah.
if you think about
Right.
it, they're gonna have a better future. They're gonna have more jobs.
Right.
Let's say
They'll have more disposable income.
more
They can do more investments
yeah 'cause-
into the companies that you own shares in.
Well, let's say this too. Let's say the students that graduated that paid off their loans because of the student loan forgiveness, open up a business, and for some reason in the future, your daughter or son ends up working for the company because of that guy being able to pay off his debt. That's better. It's a cycle. It's a cause and effect. You see what I'm saying?
It's like, no.
No,
I suffer. We all have to.
we all have to
suffer.
if they can't suffer, I want reparations.
Yeah, well, it's like
You need to pay me back.
It's always this. It's always payback. It's always retribution.
Yep.
Like, I never understand that. Like, it's never, let's do this now so those who come after us won't have to worry about it. And they talk about it in the history books.
Exactly.
But nope. I suffered. You must suffer now.
Learn from our mistakes. Don't repeat
You
them.
must suffer now, and then the cycle of suffering continues. Because it's always retribution. It's always get back. Well, you did this to us 100 years ago. So now we need to do this to
The same thing.
you. You took
An
our
eye
rights
for
away.
an eye.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see it.
It's comical. It's almost sad. It's comical. It was sad, but now it's just comical.
You scare me every time you hover that mouse over the X.
Oh, you just click. It's live stream over. We're done.
Right? Exactly.
We're done. Get the
You got
fuck out.
disconnected, sir.
Get the fuck out.
But yeah, man. So I mean, I think it's good. Again, I don't know how that is because I had financial aid when I went the first 2 years of college.
Yeah, it's a Pell Grant.
Yeah, I had the Pell Grant. So I'll never understand what it means to get a loan or anything like that. I know our sister Jeffy did.
Yeah, well, that was for her
master's. Yeah,
degree.
so that was different. But yeah, to get student loan forgiveness, that'd be awesome because again, it helped a lot of students.
It's not saying they're gonna wipe your debt.
Yeah,
that's just $10K off of
what you owe. And
Right.
what if you owe 15,000? Now you only owe 5.
Exactly.
So you'll be able to pay it off faster than if it were to take you 10, 15 years. Because if the majority, 40% of your paycheck is going to paying off your student debt, then now you have more money to pay your bills. Now you have more money to go traveling. Now you have more money to
put into the economy.
And
it's not even just things. You have more money to do things to benefit yourself.
Yeah.
But you have more things to benefit the economy.
Well, the worst part is I don't understand this because the banks already get their money paid back. the schools already get the schools already get paid. The banks already get paid. It's just the students that have to go through these these loan sharks essentially, so they can so it's like a debt collector basically,
Yeah.
because the bank already gets their money back. The school already gets paid, and they get their money back. Essentially, it's just a debt collector constantly hassling you on, you need to pay this back, you need to pay this back, you need to pay this back, or it goes into collections until you're in good standings, and then you can get
Right.
it out. So
And the price of school goes up every year.
exactly.
So of course you're going to be pulling out more money.
Exactly. So I mean, it helps get rid of some
That's
of their
wild,
debt.
man.
Yeah, get rid of some of their debt. They put money back into the economy. They travel more. They eat more. They want to buy houses more. They want to do this. They want to. I mean, essentially, it'll boom the economy. But we can't. Some people can't look past themselves because they're so. The first reaction is to get upset because I worked hard and I had to sacrifice a lot. Why can't they work hard and sacrifice a lot? Because we're trying to break the
'Cause
cycle.
we're working two different types
We're
of
trying to break
hard.
the cycle, people.
It's two different types of working hard. You know what I'm saying? When you was working hard to pay that, shit wasn't expensive like this.
Exactly.
You weren't paying that much for school.
Well, and that's why when boomers are like, well, yeah, I went to college and did the same thing you did, yeah, but you paid $10,000 to take 4 years, while I'm paying $25,000 to take 4
Nah,
years.
you're probably like 50.
Oh yeah, yeah. Now it's probably we're in 2022. Probably went up 50, 60. But what I'm saying is they're comparing when they went to school to when we're going to school, and it's like we're learning the same things with a little bit of new things that are added to the subject. But other than that, the money is more than what you paid.
Mm.
You see what I'm
That's
saying?
why with the interest. With
Exactly. And
inflation.
yeah, exactly. With interest.
With inflation.
So-
What the fuck? That's crazy.
Yeah, he's working undercover. You know, he's doing shit without being in the spotlight. But I mean,
That's crazy.
I want to see what direction this goes and see how much it'll help the economy.
That's if it this is just a proposal. It actually has to go through.
Oh, through.
Like they actually have to draft a bill and vote on it, amend things, vote on it again.
So next year then.
Maybe never.
No, I'm saying next year will probably finally hit the
Maybe
floor.
never. What the fuck?
Next year it'll hit the floor.
You
It'll
know
hit the floor
you know
next
how
year.
it is with Democrats. It's like, hey, you need help, vote for us. We'll solve your problem.
Yep.
But we'll only solve it when we need your vote. We'll only
Yep.
solve it when we need your vote.
Yep.
What the fuck?
No, you're right. That's true.
Get the hell out of here. You just got a fishing line in front of your face.
Yep. Exactly.
That shit's trash.
You gotta be quicker than that.
That shit's trash, bro.
But yeah. So
And everyone's just getting played like a fiddle. And then they'll just blame the other one. And
Yep.
then it's just a battle of
and then when they blame, they'll play the little
retribution.
baby violin. Or
Yeah.
why you crying?
you crying.
Why you
You're
crying?
a snowflake.
Yep.
How about everyone's a snowflake? How about that? How about we're just one big old blizzard? Everyone's a snowflake.
Yep.
Everyone needs a personal space. I need a personal echo chamber to reinforce my ideas that are detached from reality.
Yep. Gotta love that.
Oh man, it's okay. I do the same thing too. I am not infallible.
Yeah.
I am human.
But yeah, man. So, I mean,
It is what it is.
it is what it is. Like,
And-
we gotta stop being in our feelings about certain things that we cannot change.
I just wish there was just a balance of logic, love. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. If logic and love. Wait, what was the name of that anime? Science fell in love, so I tried to prove it. I think that's what it was. Science fell in love, so I tried. So logic and love. Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
All right, man. I think it's about that time.
Yeah, it's about that time.
Yes, sir.
You want to sign us off?
Thank you for joining us at Table Topics, at the table of the top where we topic the topics. If you want to catch our ugly mugs, we're on YouTube on Wednesdays and Fridays. If you want to listen or tune in to our podcast, we are on Spotify, Deezer, iHeartRadio, and blah, 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 blah.
Google Podcast,
Google Podcast.
and Amazon Music.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you need Prime for that?
Nah, it's free.
It's free with hella commercials. You ain't finna listen
Hella.
to 5 minutes.
Hella
until you
commercials.
hear
And that's not
commercials.
even us. That's not even us putting the commercials
what I'm
on there.
saying.
That's them.
We should add commercials
Right.
in the actual recording.
Right.
Need a break from the ads. All right, y'all.
All right.
Y'all take it easy.
You guys
have a
good
great
day.
weekend. Night, day, space and time,
Fourth dimension.
location, whatever. Anything that happens after we sign off.
Beep boop boop beep.
I hope that's good for you.
Aliens.
Goodbye, y'all.